everyone. Great to see you at the Harvard Extension Student Association. It's not the commencement gala. This is the General Assembly meeting. The commencement gala is something that is on my brain, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's coming up at the end of the semester, so you're going to want to know about that. We have a lot of exciting things to talk about, so we're going to jump right in. My name is Philip Harding. I'm the Harvard Extension Student Association Student President. And I'm so excited to see you all here. We have a slightly smaller crowd than we had last meeting. We've got notices from quite a few people that are traveling tonight. But that just means more pizza for the rest of us. So feel free to come on down, get some seconds, and get something to drink as well. We're going to move right through the agenda really quick. I'll give you a quick overview. We're going to talk about how you can get involved immediately. The key word there is immediately. You can get involved tonight. We have 8 major initiatives. They're community-wide initiatives that we're working on. And within the board, the team is working on these 8 major initiatives. And you can get involved immediately on one of these initiatives. And so we're going to be talking about those. Lakeisha's going to take us through each of those initiatives. And we're also going to talk about each of the departments and some of the ongoing, recurring duties that are going on if you're interested to get involved in one of the departments as well. We're also going to talk about something that we're announcing tonight is the HESA Leadership Immersion Program, which is an exciting opportunity if you're interested in a leadership opportunity with HESA, and specifically something that's coming up at the end of the semester is elections. So if you're interested in running for a position for next year, the 2012-2013 administration, you should definitely get involved in this Leadership Immersion Program. It's going to be great. I'll be talking about that a little bit later on and telling you how to sign up. And we're also going to be getting a Constitution update from our Vice President, Aaron Williams. Say hello, Aaron. Good to see Aaron tonight. Thank you. And just really quickly, we also do a lot of clapping, so there's a few ground rules. Everyone's welcome to get food. We'd like you to come down closer. Just right now, feel free to come on down. You don't have to sit in the back. Come on down to the front. And after everyone says something, you're welcome to clap at any point. Clapping is completely allowed, and we actually recommend clapping. So we'll hear a lot of that tonight. And so the Constitution update, Aaron's going to be talking about that. Exciting, great developments going on there, and he's going to talk a little bit more about that. We also have some special guests tonight. Reverend Dan Hobson's going to give us an update about the Christian Fellowship. And we also have Dale here from the Harvard Extension Alumni Association, who's going to give us an update from HEAA. And so we're looking forward to that. And we're also going to hear from all the clubs tonight. We've got the club leaders here in the house. So we're going to hear from them and get an update from current activities that have been going on, past activities, give us an update on those, and also the things that you can get involved with right away as well with any of our great, vibrant student clubs. And then we're going to have, at the end, we're going to have a breakout review of the initiatives, and then have an opportunity to work on the initiatives before you leave tonight. And we talk about the General Assembly meetings as part business, part social, and totally awesome. And that's the way we like it. We do business, we get stuff done, but we also want to have some fun while we're doing it, and we want to make sure we have a social experience. One of the most important things about your Harvard experience, getting your whole Harvard experience, is interacting, making relationships, making connections with these people in the room with you, with your fellow classmates. How many know what I'm talking about? When you come into a class, you're running maybe a little bit late. I'm sure that never happens. You're running in, you get in class, you sit down, and the professor has just begun the lecture, or he has the first slide up. You slide into your seat and begin immediately taking notes. You don't even realize who else is in the room. And as soon as the lecture is done, you grab your stuff as fast as you can and either go to your next class, if you have a 7:30 class, or you got to hurry and get back home, get back because you got to get up early the next morning, or you got some other obligation. And you have 0 time for interaction with any of the other students that you're sitting right next to in the same room. So one of the great things that we do here is we really focus a lot on the social interaction. So even if that means we run a little bit behind schedule, it's really important to us that we feel like it's as important as the business that we get done, that you guys have an opportunity to make new connections, meet new friends, and make sure you maintain these relationships as well. Because when we become like Pale and join the Alumni Association, we're going to have our degrees, but we're also going to have these connections. And these connections that we make are so valuable and so important after we leave this place as students. So, my little stump speech that I always make, you've heard me say it probably over and over if you've come before, is if you're only coming to class, and you're only taking care of your family, and you're only getting straight A's, and what else? If you're only doing those few things, which is quite a bit of stuff, and you're not getting involved in your student community, you are cheating yourself. So make sure you stay involved in your student community, make sure you make these connections, make these relationships while you're here, and we have so many great stories in this room. Last meeting you heard Krishan give his story about how now he's involved in the TED conference, and it's actually this weekend, TED Somerville, and so many great stories that led to a position by going to this one event or starting a startup, an innovation lab. All sorts of great things that are going on. So make sure you get connected. There's so many things right under your nose, right here in the student community, that you don't want to just get so caught up in the academic side that you lose out on the social side. And by fostering these social relationships, you also, it helps with your academic experience, I found, because you have someone else to encourage you when you have a paper due right before a General Assembly meeting, and you're cranking trying to get your paper done, as some have done today, and you still have your commitments, but you have someone there cheering you on, saying, yeah, you're going to do it, and they understand what you're going through. So it's really important. I obviously think it's really important. That's why I've committed so much time and put so much effort into helping to build this student community. So I'm glad to see you all here. How many are here for the very first time? First time? All right, let's go ahead. Welcome, welcome. And definitely, if you're new, how many have just been admitted to a degree program? Just admitted? All right. And yeah, fantastic. And how many are graduating this May? Fantastic, fantastic. So you're definitely going to want to hear about the commencement gala that's coming up. You're definitely going to want to learn more about the Alumni Association. A lot of great things going on. And not only within our student community, but within the greater Harvard-wide community. And you are here, you know, you've committed to taking these classes, you've committed to come here tonight, you can be anywhere, but you are here tonight. While we're here, let's get the most out of this experience. And one of the things we can also do is, while we're here, is give back to our community. And I'm super excited that we're working on developing a community-wide community service initiative for students across Harvard to give back to the student community, and more will be coming soon. But we're working with the Harvard Square Business Association, and this morning I had breakfast with the mayor of Cambridge and the Harvard Square Business Association, a lot of the business owners in Harvard Square. And so it's very exciting, some of the things that are coming up soon. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities to not only connect within the extension student community and with the greater Harvard-wide student community at all 13 schools here at Harvard, but also within the Cambridge and Boston communities as well. So a lot of exciting things going on. You're in the right place. If you're here tonight, we're going to have a lot of fun. And before we go any further, I guess we'll just move right along to Lakeisha, who is the Chief of Staff and an amazing person who keeps us all going. Let's give her a hand. She's going to come up and talk about
Okay, this helps. My name is Lakeisha. I pretty much know most of you here. If I don't know you, please come say hi to me at some point before the night's over. So that person that was crying to get the paper turned in by 5 p.m., that was me. So I definitely know we all have to go through when it comes to getting things turned in on time, on deadline. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the initiative that we have this semester. So if you remember from the last meeting, we talked about the planning retreat that would take place. So we had a planning retreat, an amazing retreat where we sat down and said, okay, what do we want to accomplish this semester? And when we say accomplish, that means in May, it's done. We did it. We got it done. And the idea was we would have that meeting and we'd be able to come back to this today and have a report to you so you can know what we plan to get done and help make it happen. So get involved immediately. So I just, woo, perfect, okay. So Student Choice Awards. This one's really exciting. Basically what happens is, we all have classes, and every so often there's that one professor or TA that you love. Well, at the commencement gala, which Odessa's going to tell us about in a little bit, at the commencement gala, we're going to have sort of this Oscar-esque event where we present awards to the Professor of the Year, the TA of the Year, and there's an additional one, Professor, TA, and advisor. So there will be multiple professors. So last year we just awarded one professor. This year we will award many professors, so based on the discipline. So you will find out more about that if you're interested in helping put together this sort of Oscar-esque event, which will be taking place at the Lowe's House, which is gorgeous for those of you who have been there. Come chat with us. Okay, next, elections. Should I talk about it? Okay, so elections. As you all might know, this takes a lot of work. So coming up in a couple of months, we will allow the next wave of HESA leadership both to run and keep the momentum going. So basically what's going to be happening is Odessa, who can chat with us a little bit about it, but Odessa is going to be managing the election process. So what that means is if you're interested in running for a position, which would be president or vice president for the 2012-2013 administration, you would let us know, but obviously you'll get information about this coming up soon. And this team oversees the election, this election cycle. There's a debate. I don't know if you guys, those of you who were involved last year, we have a debate. So this election team, they put together the debate, they look at the space, they help market it, and then also they, when you have to submit your candidate statements, they sort of help manage that entire process. So if that's something that you're interested in helping out with, definitely let us know. Welcome video. So when you first got here in Cambridge, how many of you just kind of knew what to do? Right, that is that. I sort of had to figure it out myself. So what we decided, one of the big things that we'd like to do this year is leave a legacy. You don't know who was here 5 years ago, but the things that are left, say like the website or a welcome video, those are the things that will last long beyond our years. So the idea behind this welcome video is it's like a tour of all of Harvard. So when you arrive, you go to HESA's website, you click on the video, and you see like a friendly face. Not mine, probably, let's see, Krishan or the members of this team. And they'll actually give you a tour of Harvard, Harvard Square, where to eat, how to get your Harvard ID, what libraries can you go to, what clubs can you join. We'll actually have a welcome video that when the next wave of extension students arrive, they'll know what to do when they get here, so they won't have to sort of figure it all out by themselves. So we have an awesome team that's sort of putting together a script. The stage of this project is they're putting together a script for this video. The idea came out of the many discussions. We'd have a welcome video, which is sort of a major video, but then you sort of realize there's a lot of questions. What restaurants should you go to? That could even be like a small video itself. So then there's the idea of having like a smaller series of videos. But again, the idea is to leave some sort of legacy long beyond the years that we're here. Extend the night. So, how many of you know parole? Pretty much all of us, right? Can we all clap for parole? So, I really don't need to talk about Extend the Night, but I will. Extend the Night, basically, every single Thursday night, you can count on it. We all meet up at Queen's Head, play trivia. This was parole's baby. Every Thursday, you know that when you arrive at Queen's Head, you see parole's smiling face. We'll have some sort of fun theme. Extend the Valentine's Day night. Extend the V night. We have like a random theme every Thursday. So for those of you who haven't been, come join the HESA trivia team and play trivia with all the students across Harvard.
Where's Queen's Head?
Well, okay, so that's good. That's a good point. I would assume that all of you here know Queen's Head, but after the welcome video, you will know where Queenshead is. So the welcome video does make sense. How many of you do not know where Queenshead is? Really? That's not too bad. Okay, so there's this sort of large Gothic Victorian-esque building next to the Science Center. Inside it's a memorial hall. Downstairs there's a pub, and it's called Queenshead. So it's sort of one of the few, now the law school has a pub, but it's one of the few pubs on Harvard's campus.
I think most people confuse it by a church, so you have to tell that this
Right.
is a church.
It looks like a big church. But you guys might want to join that welcome video team and help make sure we can make that happen. Okay, so HESA Connect. Do you want to switch or should I keep going?
Sure.
Okay.
And I'll just say about the Extend the Night is we start about 7:30 and go till like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Make sure you're on the HESA Facebook page. Parole is always updating with the latest Extend the Night and the theme, and regularly you're able to get a free drink for coming as well. And the reason we have it those times is because if you have class that gets out at 7:30, you can come right over, or if you have class that gets over at 9:30, you can come right over. So the idea is it's informal. Just come over after your class is out, just for a few minutes, get something to eat. They do have food as well, something to drink, and say hello and hang out. Trivia starts at 8 o'clock, so we usually have a trivia team as well. HESAConnect.org is a online social network to enhance the Harvard Extension students' experience, both academically and socially. So it's a place where you can create study groups, you can get to know more about the clubs, and we're going to have more contests coming up. So there's also this initiative, HESA Connect, is to reveal HESA Connect 2.0. And Monica is our distance liaison rep. She's actually in Singapore right now. She'll be back in DC. You've probably seen her video. She did a My Extension video. If you saw it, that's Monica. She's been helping the charge with this, and there's several others on the team. So this is a great initiative to get involved with. If you have tech experience, this is a really fun project. If you don't have tech experience, this is a really fun project to be involved in as well. So HESAConnect.org is the website. How many of you have an account on HESA Connect? All right, so about half. So good. So there's more opportunity for you to get an account and help us make this a better community just for extension students. There's talk, some of the things, I'll just give you a quick preview. Some of the items include like a rating professor component, a roommate finder component. What are some of the other things? I have to... Craigslist type thing to sell, and these would all be things just within our student community. So these are the kind of things we're trying to develop. If you have ideas, if you have thoughts, you're probably thinking of them right now, please come get involved in this project, HESAConnect.org. And I'll quickly go ahead to the next one, Constitution. We're going to be talking more about this in just a few minutes, but Aaron Williams has been leading the charge on this, VP. And basically, our Constitution, I'll give a quick overview. The current Constitution says proposed 2006, and it still says that. And so for several years, it's been obviously a task to update and make sure our Constitution is finalized. And so this is something we are definitely doing this year. And it's coming along really well, and I don't want to spend much more time because Aaron's going to be talking more about it in a bit. But that's something that you can definitely get involved in. Everyone will be involved in as well. The Commencement Gala is something really exciting that Odessa just actually stepped out, but is helping lead the charge with this. We've mentioned it a couple times. The commencement. How many went to the Commencement Gala last year? Okay, great. Quite a few. That means there's a lot that didn't go. How many are graduating? How many went last? Well, you didn't graduate if you're here. How many are graduating this year again? If you're graduating this year, okay, great. So you definitely want to come to this event. It's open to all students. We're going to open it first to graduates because it's the day after commencement. It's May 25th, and we have all of the graduates wear their robes, and it's a great event to invite your family out. It's a formal event, and it's a lot of fun. And as we already talked about the Student Choice Awards, it sort of has like an Academy Award-esque feel without the leg. But we'll have the Academy Award type ceremony where we do the giveaways, and we'll have the nominations for the Professor of the Year, the TA of the Year, and the Academic Advisor of the Year. So it's a lot of fun to give those awards away. We'll also be reminiscing a lot about our experiences here as students, and it's the event where you make that transition from a student to an alum. So it's a really great event to be a part of if you're graduating. If you're not, it's also a great end of the year event to come to. So it's going to be, tentatively at this point, he's in the Loeb House, and it's a great venue, and Odessa's been working really hard. We actually are working to confirm that, but that's the tentatively confirmed location, and that will be May 25th in the evening. So save the date at this point. If you have family coming in, I have family coming in, make sure this is an event that you want to bring your family to. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets will be available very soon. So the Student Choice Awards will be at this event. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then lastly, the 8th is this HESA promotion initiative. So there's been a lot of talk back and forth through the years about initiating a student activities fee and making it a required activities fee or making it an optional opt-in activities fee. There's a lot of talk about this, and a lot of the schools at Harvard have the activity. I believe we're the only one that doesn't have an activities fee. But they range, from $100 to $175, $50 to $175 for the year for a student activities fee. There's a lot of discussion and debate to continue about whether or not we should implement the student activities fee and make it a part of the registration process. It would help fund HESA and thereby the clubs as well, and help bring a lot more activities to our student community. But it's not just the debate of whether or not we actually have the activities fee, but also the technicality of working with the school administration to get it on the registration page and dealing with the accounts and all these sorts of things. So we had a proposal from Andrew, Director of Finance, to do some other initiatives to raise funds. And one of these is this HESA promotion initiative, whereby we're planning to do a t-shirt design contest and take designs from across the student community. We'll vote for the best design. That design will be put on a shirt and will be a shirt that will be purchased, and will be a special shirt that when you see someone wearing that shirt, you'll know that they donated to the student community. So it serves in the place of a type of a student activities fee, in the sense that we're able to raise funds, but the students are also able to get something at the same time in return. And we also have some ideas around other incentives and other things that we can add in addition to just a t-shirt. So this is definitely an initiative you should get on. There's a lot of room for innovation here, so if you're interested in being creative and coming up with new ideas and you have creative ways to do fundraising, this would be a great thing for you to get involved in. So that's specifically where we're at right now. There's a million ways we could go with this, but then we're trying to just narrow it down to something that can be accomplished by the end of this semester and be put in place. And we could still perhaps have some sort of optional link during the registration. So we would need something creative that says, give back to your student community, get involved, something really compelling. Wasn't very compelling. Give money to the Student Association, it's not very compelling. There's something very compelling to get people to click on it, and of course find out about the vibrant student community that's available, and also to have the option to purchase these. So that is the 8 initiatives that we're currently working on. Now, in addition to these initiatives, there are the departments that are currently working on a lot of ongoing items. For instance, the communications department, all the emails you receive, they're working on those constantly, making sure we work with all the clubs, all you who are here, to make sure that all your events are given promotion in the listserv as well. Updating the website, Facebook, HESA Connect, all these kinds of things. So there's a lot of ongoing things there. Finance also as well. There's a lot of ongoing finance reimbursements and things like that have to be processed. So Stephen, glad to have you jump on board. And so there's a lot of other things you can get right away involved in. And you may be saying, well, how and when? Tonight, we can talk. We'll get you plugged in on a team tonight. Also, every Thursday evening, in conjunction with the Extend the Night. You may notice we have the Thursday Extend the Night. We currently have, every Thursday evening, we have an executive session that begins at 8 o'clock, and then after that, it's open to any students to come get involved and work on these initiatives. We work together as a team, and we're there till 10, 10:30, sometimes later on Thursday evenings. that is a time, some of you have been there, you've come, you've already jumped in and got involved, and that's how you just kind of got involved in working in HESA. And so you're welcome to come every Thursday. Come out, come on out. It's a great, we have a lot of fun. You can grab some food as well. You can come hang out, make some friends, and we'll work on these initiatives together. So we go around the horn, update on these 8 initiatives. You're going to hear every assembly meeting, you're going to hear about these same 8, and we're going to continue to get updates and send out updates through the email. You've probably seen some of these already being discussed in the emails. So that's what we're doing to make sure we focus in the right direction. All right, and then this HESA Leadership Immersion Program for serious students who want to make a difference in the future of their student community. This is, as we mentioned, the elections are coming up at the end of this semester. This is a great opportunity if you're thinking you want to get involved, you want to run for administration, one of the positions next year, you definitely want to get involved in this. Or if you just want to improve your leadership skills, your leadership experience, this is going to be a great opportunity. I've learned so much, and so many on the board have learned so much just being involved in student government, just being involved in this organization. There's so many things you learn that you can't really learn in a book. If I had read some of these things in a book, it wouldn't have registered as well as actually experiencing and going through them. So that's what